show, guys. Welcome live to Kikapi's Kikapi Games YouTube channel, and this is the selection or judging of all the entries that were submitted for our Axie Origin competition. Okay, shout out. Good evening to E. How do you pronounce that? Sind? E-Sind or E-Signed. Okay, so as you know, this is now the official end of the competition. So you cannot submit any entries anymore. We only have a few entries, so there's a big chance for you guys to win. So I decided to pick winners based on the individual parts of the Axie. And speaking of Axie, don't forget, guys, tomorrow, April 7, is the official soft launch of the Axie Origin, where you can test the game using computer at the moment. So if I were you, you better, especially if you're one of the scholars, one of the Axie owners, if I were you, you better check all the posts regarding the leaks, the charms, the runes, the skills, and obviously the skill cards, the new cards that had been released in the marketplace. So later on, I shall give you a snap background, or snap background, or shall I say a glimpse of how to check your team. Okie dokie. So shout out again to Takafafumi Kikuchi, good evening. Romeo Villanueva, good evening. Annalyn, good evening. And Lexus, good evening. Annalyn is asking giveaway. It's up to you when will you do the live, but if it's same time now, probably you can do later in our Facebook. So guys, later Annalyn will do a giveaway in our Facebook. But for now, we will quickly select the winners for our Axie Origin. So I decided, guys, to select the best eye, the best ear, the best tail, the best mouth, the best back, and the best what else? Horn. So which means our prize pool will now be divided into 6. So each winner from that category will receive 83 SLP. So if you win more than one category, then you just multiply it by 83. So good luck to all the winners. So possibly we will split this very long. So let's start. So the way I will judge is I will search in Marketplace the parts that you submitted or you proposed. So the first one that I will check is from Mark. His entry for the eyes. So he did PAA, double aqua, or he said plant, reptile, bird. Okay, so let's check the blossom. So what I'll do is blossom. I just want to check the what's the power of a blossom eye. Oh, he said plant, so we should use a plant. Blossom is take one plant card from your draw pile and add it to your hand and then banish. Yes, it's good. Let's compare it to Tricky. Let's compare to Tricky. Tricky. And this one is for aqua. So let's check the aqua. If initial, swap this card with one card in your banish pile. So it's almost pretty much the same as Blossom. So if initial meaning if you're the first card to play in a turn, swap this card with one card in your banish pile. I think the blossom is better, so I want the blossom. Let's go to confuse again with plant. Confuse. So let's check a plant. Plant. Shuffle one confuse into your opponent's discard pile. Actually, this one, I like this one. Because it's in your opponent. So you can shuffle. It means you can, unplayable ethereal, it's like you can discard. I prefer the word discard. I can easily remember. You can easily discard one into your opponent's discard pile. So you can select one card that will be unplayable from your opponent, right? So it's random. Hopefully you will get the strongest card from your opponent. So I like this one. I like the confusion. Okay, let's go to his other eyes. Scar from Reptile. Scar from Reptile. So Reptile, let's check. So far I like the confused. Why it's also confusion? I think he made it wrong. He said here, eyes is a scar. No. Let's go to the bird. Wait, let's check another one. Ah, here, scar. Take one reptile card from your draw pile and add it to your hand. Banish. I think this is only good if you have a lot of reptiles in your team. So I think the confuse is still better. Confuse still better. So let's go to his last entry, which is bird. It's called Lucas. So for the bird, let's check. What is Lucas mean? No, not this one. This one. Lucas is take one bird card from your draw pile and add it to your hand. Banish. Yes, I like that, but I think confuse is still better. Confuse is still better. Okay, so let's see if someone can beat the confuse from Mark Anthony Cabral. Let's check the other winners. But before that, let's shout out again. Mark Dave, shout out. Marlene, shout out. Pwede screenshot? Yes, you can screenshot. Okay, so again, Annalyn will be... Annalyn, our moderator. For those who are wanting to get full-time Peg-Access scholarship, please head to our Facebook page after this live session. So at Kikapi Games in Facebook. So let's go to our next entry. Next entry is from... I think this one is from Cosmo Learner. His eyes for the beast is a telescope. So let's check if it's better than the confused. So telescope. This one is for a beast. Beast. This is so funny. Said, please buy for hospital bills. Oh, I feel bad for this guy. How if his Axie is good in the origin? Okay, calling to all those who has some money, please give him. It's only 0.006, guys. All right, let's go back to the telescope. This one. Oh, so telescope is a aqua part. Take one aquatic card from your draw pile and add it to your hand. Alright, so you want an aqua eye to a beast. I don't know if this is a good combination though. Except probably if you have a lot of aqua. But for a beast, I don't know if this will work. So that's still a question mark for me, so it's not good. So he also proposed Lucas for the plant, which I said confused is still better. Aquatic is sleepless. Let's check the sleepless for aquatic. Sleepless. Shuffle 1 days into your opponent's discard file. Okay. So it's almost pretty much the same as the confused. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as the confused. What's the difference? Shuffle 1 days, unplayable. So same with the confused. So let's also make so far I will just research later what's the difference of sleepless and so confused so far is from Mark and sleepless is from Cosmo. Let me check later, but for me they're the same. Oh, maybe they're the same on the skill, but how about the damage? Let's go back to, because sleepless is 60 1 energy. Let's go back to confused. So it's a plant. Oh, they're exactly the same. 60 as well. See, they're almost the same, and it's also an attack. All right, so I'll take those as both okay. Now let's go to the next contestant, Lexus. For the plant, he said poppy. Let's check what is poppy. Target an ally. Whenever this is drawn, restore 20 HP. It's also good, except I think this is good if you have 2 plants in your hand. But if you only have 1 plant, and again it depends on the position. So for me the confuse is still better. Let's go to the next one, which is Beast. Little piece. Beast. So guys, I hope you're having an idea of how you know that an Axie is good or not. Or I mean the skill cards are good or not. Why we said little piece. While waiting, let's check the comments. Good, Yeah, I think it's hard to judge, guys, because again it depends on the combination. And we will know later on. I'm just basing it on the description at the moment. This one though, little piece for Beast. Why we cannot find it? Little piece. See why there's no little piece. Okay, I should have deleted the other one. Okay, now we should be able to see. Applied vulnerable for 4 turns. Oh, interesting. What is vulnerable? The target receives 20% more attack damage. Aha. I think I like this. The target receives 20% more attack damage. So your target is your opponent, right? And then it will receive... Oh, okay. So say I will attack 60. What's the 20% of 60? 12. So instead of 60, it becomes 72. So which one is better? You randomly discard one of his card and put it in the discard pile, or attack 72? Oh, I think this is a hard call, you know, because if you're an, especially for beast, this is good for beast. It means more damage. But if you randomly pick his, say, 100 damage cards, it's also good, right? Although the confuse is, I think I still like the confuse. Sorry, I still like the confuse. Let's go to gecko reptile. Gecko reptile. Okay, let's have a look. This Axie loses 50 HP, heal and cleanse 1 debuff on all other allies. So you lose your 50. This Axie loses and heal and cleanse 1 debuff on all other allies. Problem with this gecko is it doesn't say how many will it heal on all your other allies. Although the cleanse is also good if, you know, your opponents are so many fears going on you. It's a 0 cost, so it's also good. So I think this card is dependent on your other cards or your opponent. Say if your opponent are Terminators and you have many buff and debuff, then this is good. But if they're just attackers or, you know, damage opponents, I think this will not. But again, I think this is very dependent on your opponent and what are your other cards. So I'll still go with confuse. Okay, who else? Let's go to Annalyn. She's Blossom also. We already discussed that. Chubby. Let's go to Chubby Beast. Beast Chubby. Attack all enemies. Aha, I think I like this. My understanding is 50. Oh, but it costs 2 energy though. 2 energy. So if you have 3 opponents, you will damage 150. So it's like you use 2 energy to attack and incur 50 damage. I think this is good if, say, you have poison team and then their life is almost half. So I think this is good because in one go you can kill all of them. But the problem here is you need 2 energy, which is a lot. So yeah, I think it's good, but I think the power is limited though. It's like you need to be in a good position. You need to be on the proper timing in order for you to use this. So I still go with confuse. Let's go with reptile. Tricky. Tricky. Again, guys, this is just dependent on my taste, all right, on what I think is good. So in the real, tomorrow we will know if I'm good or not, or if it's good or okay. Tricky is, if initial, swap this card with 1 card in your banish pile. Swap this card with one card in your banish pile. Okay, this is good, I guess, if you use this towards the end where you already have a lot of cards in your banish pile. Or maybe those skill card, it's also good. But for me, the confuse is still okay. So confuse, still okay. Now let's go to Maru. I think Maru is the last contestant. Yeah, I think Maru is the last one. Maru. So, Papi, we already discussed that. Clear. The clear, we hadn't checked that one yet. Clear for Aqua. Clear for Aqua. Discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many. Remove. Discard up to 2 cards. This is also good. You discard 2. So which one is better? Although this one is 0 cards, so it could be better. Discard. Oh, I think this is better than the confused. I think this is better than the confused. Because you can discard 2. But I think with banish, they cannot return anymore, right? Am I correct? Because once they are unplayable, they cannot play forever. While this, they will come back if it's still the same rule as before. You know, after 6 rounds, all the cards come back. So I don't know if that's still the rule. So at least you can freeze 1 card. Although I think if I will rank, this will be my second favorite because it's a 0 card and you can discard. If I will have a team of AAP like Aqua, I will definitely use this as one of my eyes. The clear. Okay, so congratulations to, I think these two are a bit similar. So they split the price of 83 for the ice category. So congratulations to Mark and Cosmo. Please send me your Ronin wallet in the Discord server. So in our next live or in our next video, I will be selecting the other parts, which is eyes, ears, ears, back, mouth, horn, and tail. So watch out for that. If I will not do it live, I could record it, and just to give you an idea how you review your team. And also, before the origin, I strongly suggest, let's say, for example, this is the account of one of our scholars called Sean. So as you can see, this is his team. So let's say, for example, at the moment, if you're having this team, if I were you, I strongly suggest you better review what's your scar, what is your clover. For sure, you have seen it already. And then at this moment in time, since they already leak all the charms and skill cards, you should be able to decide by now what skill card or charms will you need to complement or supplement this hands cards that you have. Okay, so open it and then check properly, study what are your new energies, your new powers, etc., etc. All right, last shout out. Oh, Sean, speaking of Sean, you're in the house. Yes, but actually in Aqua, as I mentioned, I think I like the eyes as clear. I think I like that. Maru is in the house. All right. So I think I like the clear eyes if I have an aqua team. That's all I can say. But for plants and the others, I think I like the confuse or what's the winners? The confuse or the sleepless. Yeah, see here, sleep. sleepless or confused. We're already approaching the 26-minute mark. Guys, watch out for the selection of the back and the other parts later on. Okay, and as I've announced, I will select one winner for each category, or sometimes, for this case, for me, they look the same. I don't know if we will know later on once the origin is back or launch if these two are the same or not. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you, and good luck to all our players for tomorrow. Axie Origin is officially launching in the Mavis computer-only version. So for those who doesn't have computer, I suggest you go to computer shops and rent. It's very important, guys, that you know straight away you can test the game out. Tomorrow, April 7, it will be launched. And again, watch out for the winners for the other categories. Okie dokie, thank you so much. Let's go and play Axie Infinity Origin. Hopefully, it will help the price of Axie Infinity. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye for now.